We back.
Hey,
Lmtv podcast, episode 10. We got a special guest in the building.
Hey.
Hey,
yo, man, I go by the name of Infinite TGM. We in the motherfucking building when Lunatic My TV. We in this. Hey. All in there. Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Welcome to Lmtv podcast,
Hey,
my
man.
boy, man.
Thank you for having me, man. It's been a long time coming, man.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man. I've been knowing Infinite for a while, man.
Yes, sir, man. We go back, long time.
Yeah, I think you recorded, one of my first couple songs,
Yeah. Like way back in the day. I want to say like 2013, 2014 around there.
It was that TU or whatever that turnt song.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Hey, but Riverside, California, man, we got one of the hottest and best motherfucking artists in the city and the most versatile in my eyes. He got reggaeton, rock, rap.
Yes,
he done won almost every contest on the motherfucking IG. You done seen it. But yeah, man, back with your host doing the most, Mario, man. We live on the screen today. We got Infinite TGM, man. Welcome to the building.
What's good, man? Let's fucking get it, man. I'm excited. I haven't been on a podcast in a minute, so it's gonna be lit.
All right, cool. So we're gonna start off with younger Infinite, and what city did you grow up in, and how was your household?
So coming up, before I came to Riverside, because I like to say I'm from Riverside, but I'm more from Riverside at heart. I was actually born in Brooklyn, New York. I was born in Brooklyn. I was raised there until I was about 12. It wasn't necessarily a great part of Brooklyn at that time.
Right.
I think it was more towards the downtown Brooklyn area, Fort Greene.
So you actually grew up there all the way through.
Through my
12.
childhood years. Yeah, my childhood years for sure. I spent a lot of my time there. I still got family out there type shit. It was cool, man. At the time it was a little dangerous back then, but it's actually cleaned up a lot now since I went back there recently. So it's actually cleaned up a lot now. It's getting a lot better. But yeah, man, when I was about 12 years old, my mom moved us out to Riverside. So we've had family here. I had my grandma who stayed out here type shit. So we've been since then, man, just been living in. I've been living in Riverside ever since. So I spent all my elementary school years here, middle school, high school, college. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What elementary and high school you go to?
Elementary, I went to Castleview. Elementary. It was like up towards like Canyon Crest.
Okay.
I went over there. And then middle school, I went to Gage. High school,
I went to Gage too. Yes, sir.
Yeah. High school, I went to. I spent a couple years at Poly, and then after that, I graduated from Lincoln.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he said, I ain't doing the homework over here, dog. Hell no.
Nah, man. Yeah, I wasn't too great in school, man. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it is what it is. I was too focused on trying to be an artist and trying to live that rapper life and trying to be the best that I can be type shit. But it's.
Hey, you look what you're doing now, my boy. Don't even
sir.
trip. You know what I mean? Don't look what you're doing now.
Yeah, man. So graduated, thank God.
How was growing up in Brooklyn like that? How was it?
It was cool. I was really young. There was a lot of times where I couldn't really go outside like that. You know what I'm saying? I was really kept inside just because of how dangerous it was back then. Fort Greene, if you know Fort Greene or anybody else knows Fort Greene is just back then, like back in like the early like 1995 to like 2000, 2005. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it was cool though. I have a lot of good memories from New York. You know what I'm saying? Like
and your household, how was your household?
Household was cool. I lived with my sisters, a lot of older siblings, my older sisters and my older brother, my moms. You know what I'm saying? My dad's never really was around in the picture like that in the beginning, but then later on he was. But it was cool. It was a cool household. Very loved, very loving. Like I said, my mom just tried her best to try to keep me out of trouble.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And when did music come along? Come along your way?
Music has always been really a part of my life. I grew up in church, so like a lot of times, like that's where I first like started really listening to music type shit. Like I used to listen to a lot of church music because my mom used to put me onto a lot of that.
Right.
But my dad was actually more into like heavy metal, like rock and like System of a Down, like Led Zeppelin, like Metallica, AC/DC, things like that. So my dad was the one who put me onto all that type of music. So I was like maybe, I want to say like maybe like 7, 8, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere like around there, Linkin Park, things like that.
I remember Linkin Park.
Linkin Park was a movement. It was crazy when I first started hearing those songs. I remember just being in the whip with my pops, and my dad would just drive around the city and just blast this music, and I'd be like, "Yo, this is crazy." My dad would be like, "Don't tell your mom, don't tell your mom," because my mom was like very like against like secular music, like new wave, mainstream type of shit.
Right.
But later on, and then my cousins, I have cousins who are from they're from the Bronx, and they actually put me on to a lot of the hip hop music that I was hearing. So they put me on to a lot of New York type shit. Like they like put me on to like Biggie, Mobb Deep, like DMX, a lot of the shit that was like back then. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the old school shit.
That's
even
where you
like,
get that rap from, that real rap style.
I even part of my name is even from like the old school shit. So like my full name is Infinite TGM. Oh, people always ask me what TGM stands for.
I was gonna ask you too how you got your name, and yeah.
So TGM actually stands for the Grandmaster. So like I said, I'm influenced as far as the hip hop aspect, I'm influenced very much by like the old school hip hop, like Grandmaster Caz, the Grandmaster Flash, like old school type shit, Master Ace, you know what I'm saying? Like things like that. So I remember when I first got my name, I was like, I need to add something to it, like something that just like add a little flavor to it, add a little ring to it. So I figured like TGM, and I was like, I wonder if that's like saying too much. I ran it by a couple of my friends. I was like, yo, man, Infinite TGM. Like, they're like, oh yeah, that's tight. That sounds sick. Infinite actually came from so back before I even started rapping, back before I was even like thinking that I was gonna be a rapper, because I never thought that I would be doing this shit right now.
Yeah.
I was younger when I was like in middle school, and a friend of mine, he had a brother and an older brother, and he used to listen to a lot of hip hop shit. And so he had this album. It was like one of Eminem's very first albums. It was like an LP.
Right.
It was called Infinite. That was the name of the album. And I remember he was like, oh, yo, man, you guys don't like the hip hop nowadays is nothing compared to, you know, the shit that I used to listen to. Like, I have this album by Eminem. Like, y'all never heard Eminem like this before. Like, y'all, the Eminem now is like super different. And I was like, oh, well, let me hear it. Like, I want to hear it. So I remember we were like at his crib. He put it on. He put on the CD. It was just playing for like track for track for track. And I remember we got to the self-titled track. It was called Infinite. And I love that track. That track spoke to me so much, man.
So
and I remember,
I'm taking that one.
Yeah, no, like I heard it and I was like, damn, man, this shit is like this motherfucker's spitting, bro. He's crazy on this shit. And I was a big Eminem fan. I still am. And so back then, knowing that there was something I didn't hear already that was from like back in the day from Eminem, was like, yo, this is insane. So I told myself, like, as time went by, I was like, man, if I ever get into this rapping shit, I'm gonna name myself Infinite, and I'm gonna do it. But Infinite also has a meaning to where it's like, I want my music to be everlasting. Like I want my music to last forever. Like I want, like you have timeless classics, like people that like songs that are like 30, 20, 35 years old that are still popping today that you play it.
It's like the first time you played it.
Yeah, you play them at the cookouts, you play them at the barbecues, you play them at the park, you play them at the wherever you're at, man. And people just like, yo, I love that song, yo. And that's kind of what I like strive to be. Like I want my music to have that type of, or hold that type of weight.
And it does, bro. It does.
To where like people play it and they're like, yo, this motherfucker did this shit like, I don't know how long ago, but this shit is still slap. Like this song's like it's dope as hell. So that's pretty much like the whole meaning behind it. But yeah, it's just, you know, Infinite TGM. It just stuck with me for the longest time. That's been my name since I started. It's my name today. So yeah, man, that's pretty much how it came about.
How you got Infinite TGN? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's a cool little background from Brooklyn to Riverside.
Yes, sir, bro. And I always represent both coasts, man. I got love. I got so much love for Brooklyn just because of my roots from like the hip hop aspect. And Riverside just brought me up to like who I am today. You know what I'm saying? Like I spent like most of my minor years and my like even my adult years here. Like my son was born here, type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
like,
like
at the end of the day, Riverside made you who you were.
Yeah, you know what I mean. New York,
part of it.
New York's like my home away from home. This is my home though. You know what I'm saying? Like Riverside for sure is somewhere who was just like I know all my people is here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My family's here. We all here. We in the building. Riverside's going crazy.
Yeah. Let's get to that. Hey, man, yes, Lmtv podcast. We back live on your screen, man. I told you we're going to have one of the hottest, you know, we're the hottest podcast, which means we got to have the hottest artists, hottest business owners, you know. In a week or two, I believe I'm going to have some business owners that own like 3 or 4 barbershops, you know.
Oh, hell yeah.
And so that'd be cool to let the people know, like, you know, anybody who wants to be a barber or just take on owning their own business and how that works, you know?
Right. Yeah, that's most definitely, that's sick. That's dope. I feel like especially in the IE too, like there's so many like very well owned businesses out here and like independent businesses that people just like invest so much into.
Hell yeah.
That maybe don't get enough like recognition how they're supposed to, and like things like this, like doing like the podcast shit and all that other stuff like that helps out so much that people realize, like people like, you know what I'm saying? So
hell yeah, really
things like that. It's like we're building up the community, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. That's what this is about for the city, i.e., man. You know, shout out to LA too, man. And
Yeah,
it
sure.
is, you know,
All love.
It's all love, but you know, we gotta do it up for IE and Riverside, man. Strictly for Riverside too. You know,
Yes, sir.
trust the process. You know, you guys are here and seeing the journey right in front of your eyes right now. But hey, this crazy, man. We really do got the most versatile artist. I think the only thing he don't do is country.
Hey man,
he got one in the vote.
Nah, don't tell me, because people always like, yo, Infinite, when you gonna make a country record? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I don't see. This is the thing with like different types of genres is like I never tell myself like, nah, I can't do it, because as soon as you do that, man, like as soon as you tell yourself like, nah, there's no way I'll be able to do that, you're already setting yourself up for failure. You know what I'm saying? Like you already put that in your head. Like you can't do it. Okay, bet you can't do it.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, at that point, it's like, all right, then you can't. And so now what I'm doing is like, even if I don't like it, like people are like, yo, you could probably do country. I'm like, oh, maybe I could probably try. You know, I could probably take a crack at it. I don't know if it'll be good, but I've had the best of luck so far as like trying out new genres.
Can you let the people know watching, you know, maybe they haven't heard your music or they haven't came across certain genres you've made. Let the people know, you know, with the genres that you have touched down with,
right,
you know, and you made.
So
songs you made.
I started off doing hip hop, rap, you know, the backpack type shit. Like that was my shit. Boom bap, old school 90s type shit. Like that's how I started, man. That was my roots. That's what I'm based off of, you know, like hip hop shit for real. It grew as hip hop evolved. I evolved into something different. My style evolved into something different. I kept up with the newer ages of hip hop and shit like that until I started branching off. And I remember the first thing I started doing was trying to sing. And like the thing is with me, man, is singing, especially before. Like I did not want to sing for nothing. And I met a very close friend of mine who we're in a label now together. It's called Toxic ENT. We brought it up together, me and him. His name is Jay Supa. Meeting my boy, man. He really pushed me into trying something different. And I remember I was super against it. He was like, "Yo, let's try to sing on something. Like, let's try to like vocal, like harmonize them, do a melody, do something different that's just not rap." He's like, "Let's try to do something different." I was like, "Nah, like I'm not trying to do that." Right. And he was like, "Nah, bro, come on. I got this little. It was like an R&B hip hop type joint. You know what I'm saying?" And he was playing the beat for me, and I was like, all right, fine. So I tried it, you know what I'm saying? And then it, like with anything, when you first try something, you're always going to fail first, or like you're either going to be extremely good at it the first time like whatever, like 100. The first time. And for me, I think it was like that where I was just trying to still find myself with that because I was very self-conscious about the way like my voice was. Mm-hmm. So I didn't want to sing. I didn't want to be the singer. I wanted to be the rapper. That's what I wanted to be. But I was so enclosed in that box where I was like, dude, like you got to get out of there. Like you got to like branch out, try new shit. So I remember Supa, he really pushed me to start singing. So we had like a little 3-man group before. It was called Toxic Boys. Uh-huh. We released this EP back in the day, back in 2020. It was called Toxic. It was just Toxic. It was an EP. And we did like maybe like five, like I think it was like 5 or 6 songs, and every song on there was singing. I was like sing rapping, like the type of auto-tune type shit, you know what I mean? Right. And I was doing it, and I was like, damn, I put it out, but I was afraid of how people were going to take it, and people fucked with it. People liked it, so I was like, okay, cool. So that's where it started. And then later on, it would transfer into something like reggaeton. Then reggaeton was like...
Who was the first one that said, hey, fool, get on that beat? Like,
so... Like, yeah. We were in the studio and we were working. So like I said, we had our little group named Toxic Boys and shit, and we were making like this. The whole point of Toxic and Toxic ENT is not what like other people think. People think, oh, like you're just toxic, like you guys just do toxic shit.
Yeah, like, that's just the first thought.
Literally, yeah. But the whole Toxic brand is just basically it's not just like how we supposed like quote unquote live. It's like now we're not doing like toxic shit. It's just the toxic situations that we always end up seeing that like we always find ourselves in. Type shit. Like there's always it's always about there's a lot of toxicity, and it's not even just in relationships. It's just like in like the things that you do in life, like your job, like the choices that you make.
You always got a hater at work that be looking at you from the side,
no,
like
for real. And it's like that's why sometimes you'll have like toxic situations at work. You'll have toxic relationships. You'll have toxic haters. So it's a lot. It just builds off of that, and that's what we talk about in our music. We talk about a lot of the shit that we've been through. Yeah, it's like mostly like love songs, breakup songs, things like that. You know what I'm saying? But
hey, the females like to listen to that.
Yeah,
especially
man.
in the club.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So I remember we were in the studio, and my boy, we had my homie Angel, man. He he was very big on the reggaeton because he was very big on his Spanish. I'm not that big on my Spanish. I'm gonna be 110% right now. My Spanish is cool. It's all right.
Man, you be rapping in Spanish. That should sound good to me.
But it'd be like so. You know what I'm saying?
Saying.
So I told my boy. So my boy was like, we did a Spanish song. We were like, fuck it, let's do a Spanish song. And we were like, I don't know, because we were working on another EP. We did like maybe like 3 or 4 albums, right? Mm-hmm. So we were working on an EP, and they were like, he wanted to do something different. He was like, yo, let's do a Spanish track. And I was like, Spanish, bro? I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, my Spanish is whatever. Like, it's cool. Like, I've never really sang in Spanish. And then on top of that, you want to do like you know, like some like this trap. It was like a trap soul type of beat at first, right? To do the Spanish shit on. And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, come on, bro. Like, I'll help you with it. Like, I'll help you with your pronunciation if you do something wrong. Like, so that's how we really worked. Like, we just built each other up. You know what I'm saying? If somebody lacked in something, somebody else would be like, no, I got you. Don't worry. We can sing it like this, rewrite it like that type of shit.
Dope.
So then that was it. We did this song. I think it was called Buscando Amor. So that means looking for love. And we did that song. And then from that song, we were going to put it on the EP that we were dropping. It was called Love Notes. We just, I don't know what happened, that it was like a switch where my boy Super was like, nah, leave that song off of Love Notes. Let's release that EP and let's work on a Spanish album. I was like, what?
Like, I just told you, my boy.
I was like, I barely wanted to do this song. And he's like, I was like, you wanted to do an album? And my boy was like, nah, bro, let's do it. Like, let's take our time with it. Like, we have that EP to release. Like, we'll release that, you know, generate some buzz off of that. But for now, and then in the meantime, we'll focus on the Spanish album. And I was like, man, all right, man. But I was like, Angel got to help me with a lot of the pronunciation. Angel got to help me with a lot of the writing. So, you know, it was like a lot of back and forth. And it was, I don't know how long it took exactly. I don't remember. I think it took maybe like closer to like 3 or 4 months to finish that album.
Yeah.
And the album was called Equilibrio. It's called it's like equilibrium. It's like balance. You know what I'm saying? And I remember we came out with that song, and we came out with that album, and people fucking ate it up, dude. People loved it, and there was a lot of reggaeton joints on there, and one of my biggest, probably one of the biggest off of the album is Atención, and Atención means attention. So Atención is actually we actually have a music video for that song. Atención got so much love, and people were like, oh my god, like, I never seen you do reggaeton before. Like, you've always been doing rap, and I've changed. And like, my fan base was just completely switched. Like, people were just like, yo, what's going on? Like, what are you doing?
That also comes into like what I said, you're the most versatile in the city. But it's like you're gonna have way more fans because you got reggaeton fans, you got rock fans, or you got rap fans, right. Bro. You hitting every angle in the rap game, like for real. And some people are scared to get outside the box and do that, and you doing it up.
But rightfully so though, because like I understand when people are kind of like afraid to do something new, because like don't get me wrong, like when
like this one, where's don't you have it on
Which
your
one?
On your I'm trying to go to your Instagram.
Which one?
Well, I got it on my Instagram. I want to play it for the people right now.
Yeah, go play it.
I want to play it for the people real quick, so you guys can hear. You know, we're gonna run through this, but this is the one. This is the one you posted on your page, bro. But this is the one. Like I said, I'm not even fluent in Spanish, but I be bumping Spanish songs. Don't even, you know what I mean? My girl be like I just love music, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you could definitely hear this in the club. Look, let's see.
Oh yeah. That's just me though. Hey yo, this song's called Mia Entera. It's out now on all platforms. I just dropped this shit like 2 weeks ago. Mia
Hey,
Entera.
ladies, stand up, fool. Hey, when you hear, you're gonna start dancing. Hey.
Hazme lo que tú quieras, la noche pasarela, no quieres con cualquiera, la baby es mía. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's just a little snippet. It was on Instagram, but hey, bro, that shit's hard, bro.
Thank you, man.
Like, that shit sound like it could be on the radio, 99.1 KTGI. Tap the motherfucker
I'm trying, man. I'm fucking trying.
Hey, bro, do you hear the, you know, do you hear the stuff that's on the radio?
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Like, I would rather play this song than what's on the radio, bro. And this is really what's hitting in the club.
I appreciate that a lot, man. Yeah, man. It's taking a lot of hard work. It's taking a lot of dedication to get to like the amount of like stability I have with making these songs and being comfortable. The comfortability I have making these songs.
The confidence you have.
The confidence it's taken such a long time, man. Because like I said, when we dropped that first album, I liked it. It was cool, but I was very like iffy about it because, when anytime you try to do something new, and I feel this happens with a lot of artists, when they're trying to branch out of a box that they've been put in for the longest time. Like I was put in that rap box. Rap box was there because that's all I've been doing, which was, it made sense because that's all I did for the first 5-6 years of my music career. Like that's all I did. It was just rap. So as soon as I jumped out of that box and jumped into a new one, everybody's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? So I got all the rap fans over here. Then it's like, oh,
they're asking you to do the rap.
Yeah, what's going on with the rap shit though?
One question is, why'd you erase all it off your Instagram though?
What the?
Cause I was cause I'll be going back to your Instagram before we had this episode, and I was like, let me look at the rock shit, or let me look at that. And I'm like, damn fool, my boy, it ain't there.
Well, it's cause this is the thing with and this is just with fucking Instagram, and it sucks. It's horrible. Cause before I was very I kept all my shit on the page and everything. Right. It is on there. So but it's on the Reels tab. So if you go on the Reels tab, you'll scroll down. It is on there. I just had to take it off my actual feed. The reason for that being is that Instagram, for some reason, their algorithm, it works mad different. If you have a bunch of clutter and it's just super unappealing, if you have too many posts of the same thing, it tends to get a little bit too much. And then I want really people to keep up with the new stuff I got, because that's why anything that's on my page right now is anything that's been dropping for maybe the last couple of weeks, the last few months. Because anytime they see that, they can always go back into my YouTube, my Spotify, my Apple Music.
Yeah, I looked it up on YouTube. I was I hope my boy didn't delete everything, but I found it on YouTube. Y'all can go find it. What's your YouTube? And they can find Infinite.
Yeah. So
TGM,
YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, fucking Pandora Music, shit like that.
Everything
is just Infinite TGM. It's
run it up.
INFINITE TGM. Infinite TGM on all platforms. Google it. You could Google Infinite TGM, you'll find it. I promise you. All my links will pop up. I tried that shit the other day and I was like, yo, this shit is tight. But yeah, Infinite TGM on all platforms. But yeah, you can find it. You once you go on my all my platforms, you'll find all my music there. But I only keep everything that's current on my Instagram because I want people to keep up with what's new.
That's good. That's true.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I don't really want anybody to just bask in a lot of the older shit I did, which is still good. A lot of the older music I have is really good, and it's not bad or anything, or it's not that I don't want to keep it up. Or I'm not. Trust me, I wish I could just keep everything up. Right. But a lot of the time with the Instagram algorithm and the way it works is if you keep a lot of that shit up, it gets shadow banned. You gets put to the back, so a lot of people don't really see it anyway. And if you really look at it, bro, when people go on Instagram,
that algorithm ain't no.
It's real. It's real. A lot of times you got to think about it this too. When people go on each other's Instagrams, artists' Instagram, they only look at the first couple of videos. Right. They're not scrolling down, checking. I mean, unless you're super,
or unless the thumbnails is popping. Or
or unless you're super invested to the artist. You're not gonna scroll all the way down to look at all this other shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I try to keep my main page as solidified as possible. Would make the most the 10 to 11 posts, and all of it has to have newer things. And then as time passes, I archive them or archive which way you say it. Yeah, tomato. But I just put them away. I hide the post because then at the end of the day, it's okay, this is old. Nobody's really reacting to it anymore. Let me post something new. I'll take that post down and repost it with something else. And that's just basically how I've kept my interaction pretty well. I've had my Instagram for a long time, so just learning new ways of trying to figure out how to post, figure out what goes good on the story, what goes good as a post on my actual feed. It's been different, but.
And then we got reggaeton, right? How'd you get into the rock though? I seen that rock one. I'll play that one too. Look.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll play this one too. Look, this one's hard though. I was bumping it yesterday. Let's see. This is crazy, my boy. He the most versatile, but you could be versatile, but is you going hard at it though? Yeah. My boy Infinite TGM is going hard at this shit though.
I appreciate it.
For sure. Let's go. Run it up.
Everything you
Get that shit, bro. Oh, that shit hard. Linkin Park, tap in, fool. Oh, that hit. That makes it, huh? That's that.
Yeah, man. It's just crazy. No way.
It took too many years to drown my pain. The whole time it was you who made me insane. Never get a whole bottle to clear my brain. Nothing more can break. I finally found my way.
Yeah, man, making this shit was crazy. I remember.
That's why you can't keep running away. Every time you get close, I'm begging to stay. Gotta keep this on my mind. I'm never gonna know when it's the right time. That's why you can't keep running away.
That's called Infinite TGM. Runaway official music video out now, man. You can find it on this page on YouTube right now.
Yeah, you can find that out. That's actually off an album called "Fade Away, Sweetheart." That has it has a ton of other rock songs on it as well.
Oh shit, you got a whole album there.
You got a whole album, man. So yeah,
Oh,
Runaway, Infinite TGM. The rock album's called "Fade Away, Sweetheart." Dropped about a year ago. People loved it, man. I got a lot of good feedback on that. But man, the rock shit, the rock shit is crazy because, like I said, my pops has always been into like the heavy metal, the rock aspect of music. And growing up, my dad didn't really like hip hop like that. So the only time I ever actually listened to hip hop was like with my cousins and shit. So my dad actually put me onto a lot of this rock shit. So I've always listened to rock music. I've always listened to like Blink-182, like the same shit like Metallica, System of a Down. Right. Green Day, My Chemical Romance, things like that. Like I've listened to a ton of music because I just love music, man. No matter like what the genre is, like I love music. And going into it, I don't know what it was. It was just like an era or a time of that year where I was seeing a lot of dudes put out like, and the genre in itself, the genre that's called, the one that I did for Runaway, it's technically called pop punk. It's like a subgenre of like the rock genre.
Pop punk. That is.
That is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's pretty much called pop punk. So you have a lot of pop punk bands like Sum 41, Blink-182. Like those are like
that kind of gives me that feel. The Blink 182.
Right. Yeah. So I grew up on a lot of that too, and so I seen a lot of dudes. There was like this one dude in particular. His name is Sueco. Sueco was releasing a lot of like rock music that was like similar. And I was like, dude, like this dude sounds tight as fuck. Like this shit sounds sick. And I remember thinking like, man, I wonder if I could do that shit. Like it was just it just started out, and it's crazy how a lot of these things start because things start off with just like a thought, right?
You bring like I said, you bring that thought to life.
Yeah,
boy,
man.
It really could happen if you put action behind it.
Exactly. And it's crazy because like I sat there and I was like, can I do this? Like, can I? Yeah. And I was like, you know what? Let me try it. And I remember the way it happened was, so usually nowadays, so before you would have to get like a band together and shit. But nowadays, you can find these instrumentals online, and you can actually buy these instrumentals and buy like
for real,
like that, just like that, like all laid out. And sometimes they'll sell it to you like with the stems type shit, and like you can move things around,
pay a little bit more, but
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So when I remember I bought like the lease, like the cheapest thing, just because I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever. So I wrote the song, and I remember just sitting down, and that was the first song I actually wrote. The very first rock song I
That's the first song you wrote?
That was the first rock song I ever wrote.
Man, let's get to that. Lmtv Podcast, episode 10. We back live on your screen.
Yes, sir. So Runaway was just like crazy, bro. Like that whole shit was just when I first wrote Runaway, it was just like I didn't know what direction I wanted to take it in. I didn't know where I wanted to go with it. I was like sitting there like, damn, man, like I was like, all right, whatever. Like it's gonna be what it is. And so like I remember writing about it, and I remember just writing about a situation I had, like just like a heartbreak situation type of thing.
Yeah.
And I remember saying fuck it. So I remember I laid it down, and I laid down the first verse. I was like, what if you could be without me? And I'm gonna take it personal. So like
that beat, you bought it and you just went to
I just went with it. And then like I was like trying to find a way to like record it because I'm an engineer as well. So I do like my own recording, mixing, and mastering.
And a videographer at that. Let's get you that, man.
Yeah, I also do videography as well. And then I recorded it, and it was what it was. I was like, all right, I have it now, and I need to show it to people, see like some kind of reaction. And,
Who's the first person you showed it to?
I think the first person I show I show a lot of my music to is my boy Supa, because I know
Shout out Super.
I know Jay Supa a lot of times when I show any kind of music, he's the only one who's gonna be like, bro, that is ass. Like, that shit sounds horrible.
He gonna let you know the truth.
He gonna let me know. Yeah, he gonna let me know for real. And he's gonna be like, nah, bro, you got to go back and redo that. Like, you need
people like that around.
He's got, but his OCD is crazy because he's like super like, he's like that with himself too. Because if he don't like something,
sick one, he'll make you record that shit 100 times.
He'll re-record so many verses, and I'm sitting there like, bro. Like, why? Like, I don't think it's dope. I don't think it's the dopest thing. I'll be like, yeah, bro, this shit sounds good. It sounds good. He'd be like, nah, I'm gonna do it again. I'm like, bro, we just did it like 15. I don't care. Do it again. Re-record it.
Yeah.
And so he's like that with me too, because he's very like picky on like the things he likes to put out and things like that, which is cool, which is really good, because you have to have somebody like that in your camp, because they're gonna be the ones that are gonna be straight up with you and be like, and just not let you put out just any kind of bullshit. You know what I mean?
100.
So I remember when I sent it to him, I was like, yo, bro, check this out. I remember he told me, he was like, what the fuck? He's like, where did this come from? And I was like, I know, bro, but just listen to it. I remember he listened to it and he texted me back. He was like, yo, this one is dope. This one is crazy. Like, this is. He's like, bro, and
this the one.
Yeah, like it's insane. Like,
you could really hear that shit on the radio too.
Yeah, man.
Like, you could really see that shit on fucking VH1, MTV, dog. Like,
and I remember,
you lying if you hating, or you lying if you say you don't.
I remember I sent it to so many other people too, like my closest friends and shit.
Yeah,
because I really wanted like a good amount of feedback to say like, okay, this is tight. You could put this out type of shit. Because I wasn't trying to put out no bullshit. So I remember I sent it to a bunch of people, and they were like, yo, this is dope. And I got feedback, like little like things I should do and things like that. They're like, oh, maybe you should do it like this, or maybe you should sing this again, or maybe. And I was like, okay, cool. I took that into consideration. Went back, maybe did some re-recording, and then I finalized it. And I was sitting on that song for like maybe, I want to say like 4 months, like 4 or 5 months. After I had that song, I decided to work on an album, which was that album called Fade Away Sweetheart. Fade Away Sweetheart.
That's the rock one.
Yeah, that's the rock one. So that's the rock album. Fade Away Sweetheart is the rock album, and I decided to work on that. At the same time, I was working on my Spanish album. Jeez. So I was working. So the reason why this rock album came about, and I'm gonna be totally transparent here. So with the Spanish shit, like I said, my Spanish is not very fluent. It's good, but it's not like,
it sound fluent to me.
It's not that crazy. So I do have somebody.
I
do have someone who helps me with the writing process.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to my boy BNB Chat Gentleman, my dog.
Is it as hard to read it, or what do you?
No, it's not hard to. No. For me, reading and writing is perfect. Like, it's fine.
Okay.
It's just the way you sometimes when you put it together, into songs, into rhyme.
Okay.
I'm the type of Spanish dude that'll butcher the fuck out of it sometimes. Like, I'll mix and match words sometimes. He'll just be like, nah, don't say it like that. Say it like this. Do it like that. Do it like. So he helps with the writing process. He helps with the writing of the songs, and I'll just sit there and I'll do a lot of the reggaeton stuff, and I'll show him the melodies. And I'll be like, yo, I'll sing, like, I'll hum some shit. We have this thing where I'll be in the studio and I'll be like, I'll hum, like, for that song, the Mi Entera, he helped me write that one. And so, like, in the beginning it was like, and I'll just sing that, and then he'll be like, oh, like, te lejos de vía, te lejos de vio, and he'll like put it, and we'll just put it together like that, and we'll just kind of go back and forth, kind of like,
that's dope.
Yeah, piecing it together. So when I was working on the rock album, I was also working on my Spanish album, but my Spanish album was the one I wanted to come out first. But it was delaying because there was a lot more work to be done on it, and it was a lot more sophisticated, and I had to like break down a lot more stuff on it. So I put a pause on it for a little bit, and then my rock album was something I was doing a little bit more on my own. So I was like, you know what? Let me finish the rock album. Let me put this out first.
And you recorded everything.
Everything. I recorded every single song that you hear that's mine, that comes out of my Spotify, my Apple Music. It's all it's all recorded, mixed.
Riverside, stand up, my boy.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, it's definitely been a process, and it's been a learning curve. Anybody who's out here watching this right now, like, dude, like, just if you looking to start that new thing, looking to make a podcast, you're looking to fucking shoot videos, you're looking to record, mix and master, do makeup, sell shirts and merch, do whatever the fuck it is that you're trying to do, man, get up and fucking do it, man, because at the end of the day, man, the money's there, man. The money's waiting. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes,
and the you're not gonna get there just by thinking on it all the time. You know what I'm saying? You got to really act on the things that you want to do, because then sooner or later life goes by and you wake up and you're like, damn, I should have did this. Damn, I should have did that.
Yeah,
Damn.
hey, I told myself the other day, I was like, well, I'm 29 right now, right? I was like, man, I ain't trying to be 35 saying I wish I did that. I wish I did this. You know what I mean? In 5 years, in 5 years, the sooner we all balling. Like we all putting on for the city. We all gonna do it up, man. You really do got the best one of the best artists live in your screen right now, man.
Appreciate
the most
it, man.
versatile.
Appreciate it.
Like I'm pretty sure after this, you're gonna check out the rock, you're gonna check out the reggaeton, you're gonna check out the rap. You're gonna like one of those motherfuckers.
Yeah, man, check them out. Everything is on my Spotify. I upload everything on Spotify. Everything's on Apple Music. I got projects I'm working on right now. So I got a little summer joint I'm working on right now. I got a hip hop joint I'm working on right now. We're putting in a lot of work. My boy, me and my boy Jay Supa, we've actually put out an album in the past. It was called Thanks for Calling.
Mm-hmm.
We're working on a little summer John right now too, a little duo project and shit.
What's that called?
Actually, we don't have a name for it. Just oh, actually, no, we do. I just forget how to fucking abbreviate it. Actually, hold on.
Let them know.
I'm gonna find that shit really quick because I always forget that shit. Hold on. 1 second. Where is it? Let me see. Oh, here it is. So it's YKWTFU, and it stands for You Know Where to Find Us. That's what it's called. So you know where to find us. You heard it here first. Me and Jay Supa, we're dropping a project for the summer. You know where to find us. You know where we're gonna be at. We're gonna be outside. So that's where you know where to find us, baby. Man. And yeah, man, shout out to my boy Jay Supa, man, yes, my brother, my dog. Shout out to everybody who's been fucking with me. My boy KC, Kev Classic, I love you, bro.
Shout out Kev Classic too, man. We're gonna have him on here too, man.
Yeah, man, that's my dog.
We're gonna have him in there, man. We all
killer.
Like, for y'all motherfuckers don't know, man. we really when we did that Lunatic Mob, man, I've been fucking with Infinite. I fucked with Kev Classic, man. Crimes, you know what I'm saying? Sick One, Rampage, Chris, man. It's all coming full circle, man. I'm on a path of growth and good vibes, good energy, bro. All that bullshit, man, is out. And yeah, we back connected, my boy. And I'm glad you pulled up, bro.
Yeah, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate you for having me, man. It's always a blessing. It's always a vibe to like work with other people in the community and like really bring it up and
put on for Riverside.
Yeah, really to put on for Riverside. And there's a lot of speculation, man. There's a lot of speculation.
Hey, what you think about Duno and them saying about the IE? I know they cleared it up. Shout out to Jay from the Rib, though.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Jay from the Rib for standing up and let the motherfuckers know, dog. IE really is a factor, and I'm putting on for Riverside really because that's where I grew up, born and raised, baby. And
people don't really get, man, like IE, like people can say what they want. Like, yeah, LA is dope. Don't get me wrong. Like people from LA, they're out there in the music scene, but we got a big ass music scene here in the IE. Yeah. And people don't realize that shit, man. Like a lot of people in the IE, man, like we've been slept on. We've been put to the side for so fucking long, man. That like I'll tell people from out of this general area. Like I'll go to the Bay Area. I'll go to like any other place. I'll be like, oh, I'm from the IE. They'll be like, oh, where's that? LA? I'm like, nah, man.
I say Riverside though.
It's from Riverside. It's the IE, man. It's different. It's Inland Empire, man. It's for show big inland. You know what I'm saying? And like people, but it's just a matter of time, man. That's all it is. It's just a matter of time. People gonna get to know what it is, and people gonna understand, and
they're gonna see it now.
We're gonna represent. We're gonna put on for the city. We're gonna put on for our region, and people gonna either hate it or love it. But at the end of the day, we're gonna be making the music, man, and the content.
Yeah, they're gonna hate it or love it, but you're gonna see us in your screen, man. I know when you scroll down like you see Lmtv podcast. Yeah. I know you're gonna see Infinite
Riverside,
on there too,
man. Riverside,
baby, man. Born and raised, man. Don't get it twisted, man. We really out here trying to push the city and do it up, man. Shout out to What's Up Riverside. Shout out to Only Riverside Junior.
Yeah. What's Up in Riverside? Yeah, shout out to them.
They really doing it up for the city. Anybody who's doing it up for the city, I got love for you, man.
Hey, shout out to my boy DJ Vega. My boy DJ Vega, he's a dude, man, he's been like the main DJ in all these clubs in downtown Riverside. So if you ever go to Mezcal, if you ever go to the W, if you ever go to Killer Queens, if you ever go to DTE, if you ever
Killer Queens is hard.
Yeah, man.
I haven't been there yet. I want to go though.
Amazing. My boy Vega, man. My boy DJ Vega, he's all up in those clubs, man. He's like the resident DJs for damn near all these clubs, and he's killing it right now. He's actually my boy. He puts me on to perform at these clubs most of the time.
Hell
Like he's
yeah.
always helping me out and shit. That's my dog. Shout out to my boy DJ Vega, man. Much love.
DJ Vega, man. DJ Vega, tap in, man. I'll be dope to get DJ's perspective too. Like interview a DJ. Or
Hey man,
something.
you got to get him in here. You
I'm
for
with
sure
it
got to
though.
get him in
Yeah,
here. 'Cause
I'll lock in with you to get that. Make that
yeah,
happen.
because he's for sure someone who's like really, he has a really big aspect on like a big view on like a lot of the inland like DJ scene
Hell
type
yeah,
of shit.
there
You know what I'm saying? Like the
That-
club
that's a
scene
whole
type
nother
shit.
lane right there. I'd want to know about.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy Super again, man. I love you, dude. You know what I'm saying? I love you. He's my bro, man. He's currently out of IE right now. He's doing some work and shit. But when he touched down back in Riverside, man, it's always
he run it up here too. He run it up here too.
yeah,
man.
sir. Yeah, man. So it's always a vibe, man. And like I said, man, you know, I'm gonna keep pushing out this music shit. You know what I mean?
How did you get into performing at Mezcal and doing that? Cause hey, for y'all that don't know, y'all could go see my boy right here in downtown Riverside. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Go check his page out, man.
Anytime y'all want to see me at Mezcal,
He can make it
anytime
happen.
you want to see me at any kind of play, any kind of club in Riverside, man, hit me up, man. I'll be there. It took a lot of work, man. It took a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie. Like the first time when I first started doing my thing at Mezcal, it was just shout out to my boy Johan, by the way. Johan Levi, my boy, my dog, my homie, bro. He's the one who put me onto the whole Mezcal shit. So I started off just hosting. Like that's just what it was. Like I was just hosting a Mezcal. So basically my job was just to bring people. Like I had to bring a couple people to the club, get them their section, you know what I'm saying? Get them bottle service type shit, and just worked my way from there, man. And me, Supa, my brother Bienbi, we worked at that. We were working with them, building a connection, you know, building bridges with them. Just like, yo, if we bring people, you know, we'll get a section, we'll get some bottle service going. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah,
type
hell
shit.
yeah.
We started building trust, building a trust, building some
Been a
confidence.
relationship.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
so
you
one
know
day
what I mean?
I remember we was just like, look, man, we've been here for a minute, like we'll bring people out, but let us perform, man. Like, and it's crazy because you don't see performers at Mezcal. Like, you know, like a whole lot. Like, if you think about it, a lot of the performers are at DTE, maybe Killer Queens now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the banda artists are like at Killer Queens.
Yeah.
But it's rare when you see, like, and if it is a Mezcal, it's like a big artist. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
Like, it's like somebody who's like popping, like, you know, so like some like I know like OGZ performs in Riverside a lot.
Yeah.
He's been at DTE like I don't know how many
Yeah,
times.
DT a lot. Yeah, they paying that dude.
Yeah. So we told him, we were like, look, man, like you know, let's do our thing. We're good at what we do. We got some dope reggaeton music, man, and we know for sure like the people gonna be vibing. And they took a chance on it. They were like, all right. They were like, we want you. Like they gave us like a kind of like a condition. They were like, all right, man, we're gonna test you out. If you want to perform this coming Friday or whatever, you got to bring like 50 people. We were like, all right, cool, we'll do it. Came through, did our thing, brought like 75 people with us. And like, you know what I'm saying? It was a vibe.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a vibe. It was a vibe. We showed up. There was more people there at the place. We had to rent out like a couple sections. Like it was cool, man. It was dope. It was love. And since then, I could perform at Mezcal, man. If you guys want to perform with me, if you guys gonna do a song or something, let me know. You know what I'm saying? We'll get in there, we'll do some shit.
Hell
But
yeah,
it's
man.
a vibe, man. And
That's what's
I
up.
got and it's nothing but love because Mezcal for me is like a for sure a stamp in my heart, just because like people go to Mezcal
When you grew up in Riverside,
yeah,
like you're like downtown clubs, like my boy, it's hard to get up in there,
Yeah.
or for it to even fuck with you.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So like,
Shout out
now-
to you, my boy.
Thank you, man.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
dog. Because
appreciate
you really out here. You really out with the clubs, and like you said, that's a stamp, bro. Mezcal or any of those clubs to fuck with you and let you perform there is big.
Yeah, and I got much love for all of them, man, because it's just anytime, because like, you know, they in all honesty, a lot of the times these niggas ain't gotta fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? But they do, and they let me do my thing, you know what I'm saying? We go out there, we perform and all that shit, like, and it's all love, man. It's always love. Even like places like the basement in Pomona. Like I know one of the promoters down there, my boy Ruben. Shout out to my boy Ruben. Like he like anytime I need to hit him up, I want to do a performance. Like, hey bro, I want to perform. He'd be like, yeah bro, it's cool. Come down here, set the whole stage up and everything, set it all up, get it going. Boom, I'm up there and I'm ready to perform whenever. And I make a flyer for it and all that. Also a graphic designer. If you guys need flyers, album covers, all that, hit me up.
Hey, I'm gonna hit you up for that.
Yeah
dog.
man. Hey yo, and that's another thing
I'm
too.
gonna hit you up for that thing.
Any single or any cover that you see that's on my shit on my Spotify now, I made that album.
Or what
cover.
I be doing like on the thumbnails?
Yeah.
The thumbnails is cool for the YouTube shit. I
Oh,
just be
yeah,
making
yeah,
it. I be
yeah.
making it off yeah, bro. I'm doing everything, the reels, the motherfucking thumbnails, the
That's dope. Hell
everything,
yeah.
bro. It's cool. It's coming together, man.
Yeah,
It's
man.
coming
Hey,
together.
look, man. Just all I know is like you gotta, in order to do things like this, man, you just gotta start it, As soon as you start it, man, learn about it. You're gonna fail a couple times. You're gonna make some things that look like that, might not do as well. But as long as you keep going and keep going and keep going and keep progressing, man, that's all that matters, bro. Because a lot of people they quit as soon as they see that shit's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I see Nipsey Hussle said that's what it's supposed to feel like.
Yeah, man.
When it gets hard,
as soon as you get to that moment where you're just like struggling, and you're like, damn, man, like, and then you find out it's not all that it's cracked up to be. You know what I'm saying?
What you think? What you think about for the people? The show's called Trust the Process. What would you tell the people about trusting the process?
Trusting the process is very it's very important, man, because it ties into what I'm saying, like that you're gonna get there eventually, and I know it seems like forever. I know it seems like it's not, you know what I'm saying? Like you're trying and trying and trying. You're digging. You ain't finding no treasure. You ain't finding no gold type shit. But I always bring it back to this one meme I always see of the guy digging. Right? He's digging. There's a guy digging,
I seen that
and he's about to get. He's about to get right there to that treasure, man. He just stops, and he throws the shovel away, and he gives up because he's like, "Fuck this, I'm done." And so a lot of times, a lot of us are close to that treasure, man. A lot of us are close to that treasure box. Finding all these things out, and figuring it out, and then we just give up right away. And a lot of the times that's when we fail, man. And we don't realize that a lot of the hard work and the sacrifice that we put in, it's going to matter at the end. You just got to keep going, man. Trust the process. Trust that. Man. Trust that at the end of the road, man. At the end of the day, you're going to get somewhere with it. And like, man, in all honesty, man, I've been doing this music shit for maybe like 15 plus years.
Fuck yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people that I know who's been doing the same shit, and they're barely starting to get somewhere.
I've been seeing that too. Yep.
They're barely getting on these podcasts. They're barely getting any views on or listeners on their Spotify. They're barely getting their views up and shit like that, man. But it's the process, man.
Yeah,
and
you gotta trust it.
You gotta love it.
And you gotta really believe in yourself.
Yeah, you gotta love I feel like you gotta love the process too, man.
Yeah, because it's gonna be worth watching. Like, bro, if you would have just made it in 1 week, 1 month, none of this would be looked upon. You know what I mean?
There's no lesson in it.
You feel me?
There's no lesson in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because in the process, you learn so much. And you fail, you win, you take a couple L's or whatever, and you get your dubs, and you celebrate your wins. You know what I'm saying? And you just really build off of that, and it just gives you structure. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
And I feel like that's hella important, and trusting the process. You gotta love the process too, man, because at the end of the day, that process of from when you're struggling and you're nothing to the point where you're something and you're blowing and all that other stuff. All that in between is what makes this all worth it, man. It just makes this journey.
I used to pull up to your house right there in the East Side. Boom. I used to pull up with my van with a broken window to record type shit.
Yeah, man. Like, bro, like even during those times too. Like, I was fucking in high school.
You was doing it up, what you had all this embedded in your head, bro. You was doing the same thing you're doing now,
but
at a bigger scale.
In all honesty, too, like back in those days, I'm gonna be real. I'll be honest. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But it gotta be like that sometimes, because sometimes you gotta just you gotta act like you got it all figured out sometimes. Really build yourself to know, like, man, I can do this. I don't give a fuck if I don't know nothing about this or not. I'm gonna do it. And there was a lot of times where there was a lot of issues that I faced where I was recording other artists, and I was like, damn, I don't know if I'm like doing this correctly. But it ended up being really good, and it ended up being a great learning experience and something that I take into consideration a lot, that it built me to be the engineer, the artist, the graphic designer, the videographer, whatever it is I am right now. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, like, bro, and I love everybody who's doing the work. I love everybody who's putting in and who's actually, taking the time to learn shit. And it's like I tell my boys, like, bro, don't be afraid to learn it. Don't be afraid to sit down. Really just put your foot forward and just say, fuck it, I'm gonna learn this shit, and I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna do it the way I need to. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Well, I'm gonna go use the restroom. So we're gonna pause it and we're gonna come back to you guys right now on part 2 right now. But look, hey, trust the process. Episode 10. We got motherfucking Infinite TGM in the building, man. Riverside stand up. Riverside
trust the
tap
motherfucking
in.
Process, baby. Let's go.
Yes, sir. We'll be back. And we back again, though.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we took a little break, but we back like we never left.
Yes, sir.
Infinite TDM.
Let's go. Hey, outside with the photo.
See me in the street,
Pose for the photo.
At the show where my locals
And some heat for the social.
Instagram going wild for the poses. See this fat nigga
Let's go.
with the coldest. You old motherfuckers talk shit without knowing. Respect for the ignorant. We blessing the culture. Riverside winning, we gon' slide with it.
Riverside winning, baby.
Riverside winning, Riverside in the building.
Call with my dog
Trust the process, episode 10. We back live with it, wild live with it.
Let's go. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, we back live though, man. How you guys? Hopefully you're entertained, man. We got Infinite TGM. Like I said, he broke down all the genres and things like that. We're gonna step into part 2 with it.
Yes, sir.
So, you got a girl you letting her go to Poppers and Beers?
Actually, you know what's funny? I've actually never been there. I actually
never
haven't.
been there?
I need to. That's
Yeah, that'll be a dope spot.
some on my bucket list to go for sure. But no,
Yeah,
I actually haven't gone yet. For sure, something I've been wanting to do though, for sure.
Hell yeah. I went there with my girl. My girl took me there one time. It's pretty dope. Well, there's just a lot of
Shit that we having.
Yeah, it be going down. Yeah, my girl went to the restroom, and then some girl tried to come up to me. I said, "Fool, my girl's in the restroom. Fool, she coming back in 5 seconds. We better dip." I ain't lying.
Nah, I feel it. I
I told my girl like, "Hey, you know what I mean?" Yeah. Okay, In-N-Out or Baker's
Ooh, that's a fucking good one. God damn.
or Zorba's. I'll throw Zorba's in there.
Oh, Zorba's is good too. Fuck. No, why do you gotta throw Zorba's in there? Zorba's is fire. Fuck, man. As far as what? Just the burgers, right? Obviously, just the burgers and shit.
I say, like if you go in right now, we in the car. If we in a whip right now, my boy, boop, bloop, we right there driving. You got Baker's, you got Zorba's, and you got In-N-Out, all right next to each other. Where we going?
If Zorba's is involved, I'm not doing In-N-Out. There's no way. It's
Zorba's is gas, huh?
Zorba's is gas as
right
fuck.
there on University.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna fuck around and say I'm gonna say Zorba's, man. I'm gonna say Zorba's. I fuck with Zorba's. That shit be getting me full as fuck all the time, man.
Yeah, with them big ass fries, you never can finish
Big
those
ass
fries,
fucking
fool.
fries.
By the time you get through the hamburger and the fries, fool, I'm always like left with a big old bag of fries.
So they got the one on University and then the one on Iowa too. The one on Iowa.
Yeah, the one in High Grove.
Yeah, that one's pretty good too. But yeah, Zorba's for real. It's fire. It's gas.
You know, my supervisor at work, he's from New York. He's from New York. Now that's funny. I just thought about it. Forgot the city. I forgot the city he's from. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's kind of on the outskirts. Jersey? Is it Jersey?
Oh, okay, so he's probably from Jersey. He could either be from Jersey City or something. Yeah.
Something like that, right? But I told him about Zorba's, and he's like, Zorba's.
He's like, what the fuck?
I'm like, he's like, fucking. He's like, when I first came down here, he's like, they said In-N-Out, and I was like, what the fuck, In-N-Out?
Yes.
And he tried In-N-Out, and he said it was all right.
Yeah. No, a lot. Like, my uncle, he'll be flying out from Jersey. And he'd be flying out just for In-N-Out, but I'd be like, nah, you know, there's so many other stuff. There's so much other food places out here, like you gotta try out. But he'd be like, nah, I love the In-N-Out. In-N-Out's fire. I'm like, all right, shit, like yeah, because there wasn't I don't know if did they put an In-N-Out in New York already? I don't even know if they did or not.
I'm not too sure.
I know they were supposed to branch out type shit, but I don't know if they ever did. But I know for sure my uncle always comes out here for the fucking In-N-Out type shit.
Yeah. So we gonna go with Zorba's. Ding 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 ding. We go with Zorba's. Hey, that's just fire. If you know, you know.
Yeah, Zorba's is
gas. Where do they guys Zorba's anywhere else?
I
don't know. I
don't think so. This is the only place I've known to have Zorba's. I don't know. I've never seen that shit
outside of Riverside.
Yeah, outside of Riverside, I've never seen a Zorba's outside.
Oh, we're gonna look that one up.
Yeah,
we're gonna look that one up
for sure.
Because if it is, that's hard.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Y'all don't know.
But a lot of them make them different though. Like a lot of the
Hey, one thing I forgot who told me, but they said that the Zorba's on High Grove was better than one in the East Side on University. I don't know. I've only ate at the one on University, and it's fire to me.
Yeah, the one. I mean, it's for me. It's gas. I do like the one. I'm not gonna downplay it. I do like the one in High Grove though. Yeah. But the one in Riverside still gas though. Either or, man. If I'm in Riverside, I'm hitting University off top. Like there's no way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, it's for sure gas.
Okay. What are 5 things you gotta leave the house with every day? 5 essentials.
Ooh, 5 things. My wallet, my keys. My wallet, my keys, my chapstick. My shit be crusting up. My chapstick. Let me see. And my phones. I got 2 phones, so that counts. I got 2 phones. That if those things are not leaving with me every day, I am tripping. But yeah, those are my essentials for sure. I have a bad habit of like losing my keys. I have a bad habit of losing that, and that's like the most important thing I need. But yeah, for sure. I'm gonna need all that.
So when you get in the house, what you put your keys? You just put it wherever.
Yeah, low key. I don't have a place to put my keys. I don't really have I'll be coming home from a long ass day.
Throw them motherfuckers on.
I don't give a damn where the fuck they land at. And then later on, when I need to go somewhere, I'm like, fuck, where the fuck did I leave my shit at? And I'm always scrambling. My homies know me. They know I lose everything. I lose my glasses. I lose my keys. I lose my jewelry, bro. It's bad. It's horrible, man. I'm surprised I haven't lost my mind yet. It's just crazy as hell. Yeah. But yeah, man, yeah, for sure. Those are the essentials. Like I always lose my chapstick too, and I need that because like during the day it's hot out here sometimes. Like especially right now, it's starting to get hotter. And my shit be getting chapped. I'll be like, nah, bro. There's no way. I can't live like that. I got all those things on me right now.
yeah, for sure. Okay, well there it is. That's how you know you tell the truth.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What you love about music most?
Man, the creation. There's just the art of like creating, the creative process of just building something, just starting with like a thought, like how I told you.
Hell yeah.
Like something it starts with an idea and you're just like, yo, maybe if I can make something that sounds like this.
It sounds like
this, and I don't even know what that is just yet. I just know what it needs to sound like. And as soon as I get into the studio and I find the right beat, I find the right melody, I make the right lyrics for it, and I record it the right way, bro, it just comes out. And when it comes out all together and I just sit back and listen to everything that I just created in the span of whatever time I created in, it's always an amazing feeling because it it's like I said, with anything, it starts off with an idea and that it's like a seed, man, and that seed like starts to grow and you branch out and it starts becoming a whole bunch of different things, and it's definitely a blessing. That's what I love about the music the most. It's just the creative process. It's always different with every song that I make. Every song that I make is a different experience, especially doing all these other genres. Like it's definitely different. As far as like experimenting with like the different types of music, and I think it's really important to love that process too.
Hell yeah, I feel it 100%, man. If you could change one thing in the world, what would it be?
Just like in general, just like the world in general.
No, if you could just change one thing, what would it be?
Damn, man, I make gas free.
Gas is. Let's get to that. Let's be on some bullshit.
This gas is insane right now. It takes like $100 to fill my tank. Damn it.
Yeah, almost, huh?
Nah, damn near. No, dead ass, bro. Nah, I mean it's like that, bro. But
yeah,
I think honestly, like as far as like changing anything, man. I like things how they are, especially in my life specifically, not like in anything else. It's like as far as the world is concerned, but just like in my life, I love
cool,
right now, you know
man. How's the dad life right now?
Man, dad life.
I know you just mentioned you have a son, right?
It's my baby. Yeah, dad life is amazing, man. Being a dad is definitely something I didn't think I was gonna be doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, kids, they're your fuel, man. Especially when you're doing shit like this, it's like. Your kids are definitely the reason why you do a lot of the shit that you do and like the way you work so hard. And I know for a fact, like it plays an important, like very important role in my life. And just being a dad, being there, you know, just doing what I got to do, man. And it just fuels my inhibition. It fuels my drive to make this shit and to make the most out of it. I want in the future, if I have more kids, like I want them to see their dad be like the best he can be because he decided to like keep going and pursue something that, you know, that's growing and he never stopped and he never quit. You know what I mean?
That's fucking right, Infinite.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my boy. Shit, like I said, how old? We was like 21, 22 when we was doing music back then.
Man, I was probably younger. I was probably I'm probably like a year younger than you. I'm like I was probably like 18, 19.
Now my boy, family man. He got a son.
I'm 28 now, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, you know what I mean.
A year apart.
Yeah, it's definitely growing up in this music shit, man. It's
and I'm pretty sure, like you said, it makes you, you know, pushes you to go harder and really show them what 100% what it's about.
Yeah, man. It just at the end of the day, we're just doing this shit to really, you know, to just make a difference, man, and make a difference in our lives and our kids' lives, and show them that, you know, we're doing this for them type shit. You know what I mean?
They gonna say he got a dope dad and he's a dope ass artist, huh? Man.
Hell yeah, man. I hope so. I pray so one day.
Hell yeah. Bro. Infinite in the building, episode 10, man. We back live in the screen. Trust the process.
Sir. Trust the process, man.
Yeah, so hustle and flow 8 Mile or get rich or die trying?
God damn. You know what's funny? I heard this question the other day. I think it was like Get Rich or Die Trying. And like 8 Mile, or there was like another movie. It wasn't Hustle and Flow, but Hustle and Flow is such a underrated ass movie to me. I feel like that movie don't get enough love. But damn, I love 8 Mile and Get Rich or Die Trying. So that's why I'm like, damn. Like if I choose one, the other ones like never existed type shit, or like
just like if you
like my favorite, just like my favorite.
You got popcorn. You know what I'm saying? 2 minutes is about to be done. What movie you putting on? You know what I'm saying? You post it up.
I put on 8 Mile. 8 Mile. I know every word, every battle on that fucking movie.
I remember I used to play. I used to go to my cousin's house or whatever, and I used to just fast forward it to the part where they rap.
To the battle. Yeah, man. Yeah. I love 8 Mile. I think 8 Mile was a movie that for sure inspired a lot of me trying to become a rapper, like me just trying to become an artist, and me trying to like, you know, step foot into this whole thing, because I'm like, damn, like if this fool can do it, he came in from way worse situations. Like I know for sure I can do it. Like I know for sure I can like build up something. You know what I'm saying? So 8 Mile for sure is something that really like brought me up a lot for sure.
Hell yeah. If we in Riverside, right? You pulling up to Riverside. What's the best places to eat?
Shit. You got Johnny's Burgers.
That you know that you would fuck with. You know
yeah, I feel you. You got Johnny's Burgers. You got Zorba's. You got trying to think like off the top of my head. There's this it's like a low key, it's like in the cut spot. So like over there on Magnolia. It's like on Magnolia. It's right before you get to Corona. To Corona. There's a little birria spot there, bro. I forgot what it's called. It's like birria something, but it's so.
Is it on the left hand side?
Yeah, it's like in a little mart. It's like in a little mart. Yeah. It's like it has a liquor store right there in the corner.
I know what you're talking about.
So gas,
it was
bro.
Fire. I ate there. I got it one time.
So gas.
yeah.
So for sure that Baker's fucking. There's a lot of taco trucks and shit out here now. There's like a lot of like Tocayo birria. I can never say birria right, but Tocayo
birria.
Yeah, birria.
I know
fire. Tocayo. There's also the I know it's basically Jurupa Valley, but it's still like kind of like towards like near Riverside on Mission. That Tam spot that's right there, like right on Mission. It's right after you like cross the bridge. That spot is fire too. Damn, right there off I think it's a university, or where is that? Dios Tacos. It's like right there in downtown. It's not off University, it's the street after.
It sounds familiar.
Dios Tacos, bro. It's like they have like all like the garbage stuff placed up, like it's art and shit.
That's fire.
Yeah, that Dios Tacos is gas. Dios Tacos.
I never ate there, but the outside is fire. Like it's dope.
Yeah, they have like a lot of art and shit. Yeah. Dios Tacos is fire. That ramen spot that's in downtown.
I forgot. I want to do that food show. That would be a dope ass spot to do the food show at, because ain't nothing.
What the Dios?
I'm gonna do a food show at Riverside.
Yeah, bro. Dios is fire.
Riverside
yeah,
shit.
That shit'll be good. And they have so much artwork there, bro.
You gonna pull up on me on that episode,
bro? Yeah, let's go, man. I'm ready.
Because you told me about it. We gonna keep
it's like, and they got a dope little background until they got it like in the back. They have like a bunch of like art pieces and stuff. Like it's really sick. It's really dope. But yeah, that 24-hour ramen spot that they have in downtown Riverside.
I ate there. It's fire.
Gas, bro.
It's fire.
I remember being there drunk.
Yeah. You
I was lit.
Straight from Mezcal to the noodle spot.
I walked straight there from Mezcal. I was like, man, ramen sounds fine. And you can never go wrong with ramen at like 2 a.m. when you just get out of the car.
Yeah.
And you go, no, for sure. Gas.
Open.
Yes, sir. That and Heroes too. Heroes too is a good place too.
Heroes is fire.
Yeah, Heroes is
when
fire.
I went there, when I go right there, I get the big ass nachos.
Yeah.
And everybody dig in.
Gas, yeah, that shit is gas. Yeah, man, definitely
man.
my go-to spots for sure. Zorba's.
Hey, that was a good setup. That was a good set. You pretty much hit the good spot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When it comes to making music, how do you go about your instrumentals?
Damn, that sometimes it just depends. So sometimes I'll have my good days and have my bad days. So my good days consist of like I'll look for a beat and I'll find it off the top and I'll be like, yo, this beat is crazy, and then I'll go, load it up and everything comes out swell. My bad days is like I'm searching an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, like just looking for the right beat. It's not popping up type shit. Honestly, like with beats and instrumentals, I'm not hella picky. It's just whatever I'm in the mood for at that specific moment in time. So, like there's a lot of beats that'll come up one day where I'll be like, yo, this is hard, but I won't write to it that day because I'm like, I'm not feeling this right now. This is not the mood I'm trying to be in. And I think the bad part of like being so versatile with all these genres is because when a lot of different genre beats come up, you're like, oh, I want to do hip hop today. Do I want to do rock today? Do I want to do reggaeton
that part?
today?
Hey, how do you go about that? You know what I mean?
It's
do I want to do reggaeton? Do I want to do I want to rap? Do I want to do a club song? I don't know.
Yeah,
hip hop, rap.
It's all just based on how I'm feeling that day. Honestly,
I feel it.
Yeah,
and I feel as an artist, it's really just like what you're trying to make that day, like whatever mood you're in, whatever vibe you're rolling with.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So if I find a beat instantly, man, it's always on. It's just fast paced from there. Like I'm just like I get to it, write it, record it, put it out, and just like I put out snippets and shit. Like it just goes out great. Yeah.
And how many mixtapes have you dropped? Because I know you got a gang of music, but I just want to know. You know, I don't know if you know off the top of your head, but
mixtapes is crazy.
I'm talking about all types of body of work. It don't matter what.
Oh, like everything. So like albums, EPs. Fuck that, man. I'll be here for a minute.
I mean, I just want to let the people know. You know, give them a little insight on how much you actually. Because my boy done really put in a lot of work. Like I'm saying, he really done did. he ain't stopped. My boy, he ain't stopped, and he's real ambitious and he's really doing it up, and he ain't taking no for an answer. Like. He gonna do it himself. You heard him. He records his shit. He does it all by himself.
Yes, sir.
So I mean, let the people know.
If I had to say, man, I'm gonna guess because albums is crazy. I have a ton of albums.
Throw a number out there for the people.
If I had to say the amount of albums I have to date, I might be overshooting it. I don't want to overshoot it, but I might be. I could be wrong. It is a lot, but it might not be as much as I think it is. But it is more than maybe. I want to say I have more than 11 albums. I want to say I have more than 11 albums out. I want to say that. I have more than 11 albums. I want to say I have about up to like out to the same amount of EPs. Like maybe like about like I want to say that maybe like 8 or 9 EPs.
Yeah.
Singles I do not know, man. I got a shit ton of singles. I want to say up to maybe like 20, 30 singles maybe. Maybe more. You know, I've been grinding for a long time. And
how many songs have you recorded?
Ooh.
Throw that number out there for him, my boy.
It's gotta be.
Throw a number out there, dog.
It's gotta be more than. I'm not even fucking.
Throw
playing.
a number, my
like
boy.
Just record it. Like just record it.
Yeah.
Like fuck. Like
I
in my
know
career.
You did it. I know you done did it up, fool. Let's throw a number out there.
Even songs that are not even out yet. I want to say even more than like maybe in the double digits, like a couple thousand. You know, like maybe like 10. I shit you not, bro. I have so much songs.
10,000 at least recorded.
Yeah, I want to say I record a lot of shit, and there's a lot of times where I just leave shit in there. Like I'll just leave it there, and it's like I have songs dating back to when I first started making music, and I have like a lot of those sessions still. So it's recorded, man. I've had a shit ton, like so much, man. I will be here for months, like trying to pick through all the songs that I've recorded. But yeah, it's for sure a lot.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, how to get that number out there because I know you've been recording yourself and doing it up for a minute.
Sir. Yeah, I've been recording, man. I've been recording, mixing, and mastering engineering since the jump, man. Since 2011. 2011 is when I started. I really started taking it serious.
Junior year or senior year?
Junior. I was a junior. Yeah. So 2011 is when I first got my first microphone. I got my first program. Shout out to my boy Villain. He actually gave me my first Pro Tools CD software.
Damn,
and he was like, here, bro. Just back then in the CD, you could just put it in another computer and it'll just download the software for you.
Yeah.
And I remember he loaned it to me. He's like, yo, bro, download that shit. And then I downloaded it, and I was able to use Pro Tools for the first time. And that shit was crazy because I didn't know what I was doing. So I remember I was off this little busted ass little Dell laptop and shit, and that's how I made my music, man. I had a friend of mine who came to my old crib. He built you've been in it. He built that little booth. Remember that booth I used to have with the door and shit.
I used to walk out. I walk out and then Infinite be right there.
Right there in the boards and shit. Yeah, man. It used to be like a small ass little studio in the corner and shit. But yeah, we came a long way for sure. Came a long way from.
Man, I was happy. Shit. I still get that same feeling like. Right when I hear my voice off the fucking speakers, I feel like damn fool, like I'm brought to life. I haven't recorded I ain't recorded in a minute. Shout out to Sick One, man. His studio's coming real
Yes,
soon.
sir. Hey, Sick One cuts my hair every week, man, and I know every time I go over there, his studio is it's always something new in his studio. It's always something new being built. So shout out to my boy Sick One, man. Dope ass engineer too. Dope ass artist. Definitely someone who's really putting on for Riverside too, especially in the barber aspect as well. He's crazy with the cuts, man. Crazy with the cuts for sure.
Yeah. Like I said, we're gonna have the best, man. Hey, Sick One, definitely one of the best barbers in the city, man. Shout out to him.
He
Go
get
get
me
your
right.
haircut. Yeah.
He get me right.
If it go every week,
bro. Every fucking week I'm there.
Yeah.
And he gets me right every single time before I go to Mezcal. he got my beard lined up, everything lined up fresh and shit. It go. But my boy Sick One, man. He's for sure the barber doctor for sure.
Hell yeah, man. What you think about Kendrick and Drake right now? I seen you drop What's Beef. I was listening to it. Yeah.
Yo, What's Beef on all platforms right now? That's actually coming out on my that's actually coming out on my new album. It's called the new album I'm working on, the hip hop album, is called Creation. Last week I dropped it at the wrong time because Kendrick and Drake were going back to back in the middle of it. But I dropped my single, What's Beef, and it includes 2 songs. So it includes Creation and What's Beef. What's Beef is produced by my boy 9-3. Shout out to my bro 9-3 for crazy on the fucking. His production is insane. My boy
he made the beat, or
he made the beat based off of Push-Ups. When Drake dropped Push-Ups, the beef towards Kendrick, he was so inspired by that shit. He hit me up. He calls me. He's like, "Yo, Infinite, I got this beat. I'm gonna need you to talk shit on this motherfucker. Like, I'm gonna need you to just talk your shit on here." And I was like, "All right, yeah, send it." And he sent it to me. I remember he played it for me, and I was like, "Yo, this shit is crazy." And then there was like a little beat change in the middle. I was like, "Yo, this shit is nuts." And like, you know, me being my rapper stuff, my rapper self, I like to be a little cocky. So I did my little thing on there. You know what I'm saying? And just like speaking on just being a rapper, man, just being me, being the shit, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes being a rapper, you gotta like really know, and you gotta really feel like you are who you say you are, and just like be there. If you're gonna say you the shit, man, be
confidence
the shit.
is key.
Confidence is for sure key. But yeah, man, drop What's Beef. But as far as the Kendrick and Drake situation, I've been going back and forth because I'm a fan of both. But I think I'm more of a fan of Kendrick than I am of Drake. But I fuck with Drake heavily. I'm sorry, man. People are probably gonna fucking kill me for this shit.
Hey, Kendrick going in on him though.
Hey, Drake getting cooked, bro. I'm letting y'all know right.
He on your bumper, fool.
I'm letting you know right now,
he on
man.
Your bumper, dog.
That weak ass The Heart Part 6 that he dropped, bro. I'm sorry. I and don't get me wrong. At first, I listened to The Heart Part 6, right, the last diss song that he dropped, and I was like, damn, he probably got Kendrick with that one. Like, he's telling him like all this shit. But then I really listened to it, and in my mind, I was like, damn, this sounds more like he's like giving up type shit. Like, he's like, I don't want to diss you no more. Like, I don't. And I'm just like, and then I started really putting 2 and 2 together. I'm like, oh man, nah, this is weird. Like, this is a weird song.
Yeah.
So, but that Not Like Us though, bro.
Hey, that one's hard. I don't even.
Bro,
I could play it, huh?
That Not Like Us, bro, is fucking insane. I don't care what y'all say back there at home. Y'all can hate me if you want. Kendrick went in on that motherfucking song, man. That song is insane. I don't care. I play that shit like twice before I leave the house.
That shit, hey, that fool got off. I mean, the beat and everything.
Bro, Mustard on the beat is crazy.
Oh, that was Mustard?
That was Mustard on that shit, bro. Yeah, bro. That whole Not Like Us shit, that shit is crazy. For sure, I think Kendrick cooked Drake, man. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. Even with the misinformation, man. Cooking, man.
Mustard on the beat, ho, rap nigga, he a freak though. Man, damn, Ember Lambs, tell him please, bro. Never nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these phony ass niggas trying to see Compton? Fuck Marlon and Mama, how many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on his body, I'm Jack Stockton.
The beat is crazy.
Beat your ass and hide the Bible.
You gotta watch it.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. So if I'm looking at, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walking down the whole time, I know he got some hoe on him. Pull on him, extra shit, really the flow on him. I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to sell black wine. Talk to him and they in love. Just make sure you hide your little sister phone.
That's crazy.
Tell Chill's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. And party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case, why is he around? Certified never boys, certified pedophiles. Wah, 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 that fucking wood. Wah, 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 wah. I'm a
be my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
There's no way, bro. Cooked.
They not like
Us. They not like us. Hey, Riverside, look.
Hey,
They not like us.
They not like us.
they not like us.
That
That shit is crazy, bro.
Riverside. They
Bro.
not like us.
Kendrick is. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry to the Drake Glazers, man. I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry, Drake, bro. There's no way. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm not, and don't get me wrong. Like, there's so many good songs in this rap beef, and I love it because rap for sure has taken a presence back in 2024 because of this rap beef shit. And this is like the battle. This is like the battle everybody's been waiting on. This is like the clash of the titans, man.
I've seen people like they were kind of saying, kind of referencing it to like Tupac and
Bro, this
Biggie and
is-
them. It's something.
This is probably the biggest beef since fucking like
Or
Nas and Jay-Z,
At least
since
rap-
Tupac and Biggie.
At least rapping.
Right?
things
Yeah,
like
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Like because they, like how they're saying back then, they was really actually killing each
Oh
other.
no, yeah, no. Back then
But-
it was
but-
as
but-
far
but
as like rap goes.
beef, this is
this is the
it.
big. Yeah, this is
it.
crazy, bro. And it's
Duno's ass is over there fucking happy as fuck because he gets to witness some shit.
bro.
Come on, Duno.
I'm telling you too, like it's just so crazy, and the amount of songs that these motherfuckers have put out, like in the span of like a couple days, man. Like these motherfuckers were going back to back, track for track, just going, let's get killing each other. And don't get me wrong, like I said, Drake, like I feel like Drake's best song in this whole shit was Family Matters. Family Matters came out right before Meet the Grams and Not Like Us.
Everybody's vouching on Family Matters. I haven't heard it yet.
Family Matters is a good one. It's really good because the beats are crazy. There's like 3 switch ups. The beats are fucking insane.
Right.
The only reason why a lot of people feel like that Kendrick lost was because of so there's and all of this is still rumored. I don't even think it's any of this is even like legit still.
Right.
Drake put a fake mole in Kendrick's camp. Right.
What?
And Kendrick got a bunch of information from that mall about Drake, but it was fake information. So Drake purposely put a mole from his camp, from OVO, to Kendrick's camp and was feeding Kendrick this information that was false.
For real? That's what you heard? Or
Yeah.
where was this at? Where was this at?
So this was a lot of people have been saying. So he actually said,
I heard about it.
Drake,
though, but
Drake actually says it in the last song. He's like, yo,
he said he put a more.
yeah, he said like, yo, we spent a week because the whole thing was that and Meet the Grams, when Kendrick dropped
somebody
the Grams,
took that bag.
Kendrick said that Drake had another daughter he was hiding. And apparently that was fake as fuck because apparently that's the story that Drake wanted him to know. And Drake talked about it at the last song. Drake was like pretty much saying like, oh, like we spent a week trying to come up with this like fake ass story for you that you were going to take the bait on, and you bit it. Like you took the bait on it.
Yeah.
So,
oh shit. So he's
yeah.
almost like winning at the same time.
Yeah, so that's why people are saying like, yo, like this motherfucker Drake, like he won with that shit because he fed false information. Kendrick took the bait. Kendrick put it in his song. But right after Meet the Grams drop, and I think Kendrick knew at that point that he had bit into false information, that's when he came out with Not Like Us. And then Not Like Us, just bro, it's been taken off because bro,
I've been seeing it everywhere on the internet,
Everywhere.
Instagram. People are starting to dance to
people
it.
is dancing
You know
to
what I mean?
it.
Like,
they
come
doing
on.
They doing they thought this was too, man. It's going crazy. But in my like I've seen a lot of videos going back to back between the two. But in my opinion, man, Kendrick all the way, man. I'm a huge Kendrick fan. I feel I'm a huge. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'm a huge Drake fan too, man. Drake and Kendrick are one of the two. J. Cole too. Even though J. Cole apologized and I don't fuck with that, but definitely Drake and Kendrick, like they're like bigger influences on my like hip hop, like what I like hip hop to I know today. You know what I'm saying? So, but definitely I feel like Kendrick is all the way winning.
Hell yeah.
And my producer 9-3 will probably hate me for saying that too, because he loves Drake, so he hates it anytime I tell him like, nah, bro, Drake's losing, bro.
Yeah. Hey, so when you hear Riverside, what's the first thing that comes to your head? What's the first thing that comes to your head when you hear Riverside?
I think, man, when the first thing that comes in my head when I hear Riverside is just comfortability, being at home, like being. It's like safe haven. It's like this is where I reside. Like it's like whenever I go, like if I do a show, out in the Bay Area, right? I'm out in the Bay, or if I fly to New York for some reason, or if I even when I'm out in all these places, man, I'm coming right back here. I think about Riverside. I'm like, damn, I need to go home. I need to be at home. I need to be where I know, where the place where I know the most. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
Oh yeah.
And Riverside's home to me. Even though I wasn't, a lot of people like to downplay it because I wasn't born here. Type shit. You know what I mean? And I just gotta say, like, even though I wasn't born here, man, even though I wasn't, I didn't spend my childhood here. Riverside is always gonna be my home. It's where my son is where my kid is raised. It's where I found a lot of like myself, and like it's where I've grown up, and my roots are, deeply rooted in here. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like no matter where I'm from, man, Riverside's always gonna be the place where I call home. So definitely Riverside is it's home to me, man. It's a beautiful place, man. Riverside's beautiful as hell. People don't know it yet, but they will.
Yeah, we gonna bring your mother. You gonna have a reason to come down here now.
Yes, sir.
Lmtv podcast episode 10.
Trust the process, baby.
Trust the process. Yes, sir, man. It's a new show, new thing up, man. We gonna run it up a little bit more, but I mean, I'm glad to have you in here, dog. Like,
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
It's been a minute. Shout out to Sick One. You be cutting your hair, doing it up.
Yes, sir.
We got it, fucking I know you be recording. I'm gonna have to tap in with you too.
Yeah, man. Let me know.
Man.
Anybody who needs. Hey, I'm starting to open up my studio again too. I know. Chris, he was supposed to come through last time too. I got into a whole bunch of shit with work and shit, so I wasn't able to record him last time. But anytime anybody needs to come do studio time, man, hit me up. Or if you need to send vocals or something, like I'm good at the mixing, mastering, mixing and mastering. If you need to send stems, anything like that, send them my way, man. I got y'all.
Yeah.
Work with y'all type shit, man. Anything for anybody in the red who's trying to do the same thing I'm doing, man. Who's trying to make it, and we all looking toward that same goal, man. And at the end of the day, it's what I tell everybody. We gotta bring each other up and keep going and just keep moving and just keep doing our fucking thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. And one other thing too. How'd you get into the videography? Because I know you record and you do music as well. You do the graphics, right?
Yeah. Videography was kind of weird. It was just very sudden because I had first bought my camera to shoot my videos. I was like, I wanted to shoot videos for me, but the thing you don't realize is you don't have nobody that's gonna learn how to operate your camera. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody gotta hold that
motherfucker.
Yeah,
you can't
man.
record yourself, my boy.
So like at that point, I was like, damn, man. Like I bought the camera, I bought all my equipment, and I was like, and then right after I did that, COVID hit.
Yeah.
COVID hit like a motherfucker, and I was like, damn, man. Nobody was outside, but I knew there was a lot of people who wanted videos. There was a lot of people who still didn't give a fuck about COVID. They were like, man, fuck this shit. This COVID shit not going to stop me.
Yeah.
And so there was a lot of people like that. And they were like, yo, like, I need a videographer. But nobody was down to shoot. Everybody was afraid. Me, I was kind of like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck this damn virus. I don't give a shit about this motherfucking thing.
Right.
Probably not the best thing to do. But, thank God I'm fine. But
you got to get your money at the end of the day.
Yeah, man. So I remember telling somebody, I was like, look, man, I just got my camera. I'm down to shoot you for the free. I was like, bro, fuck it. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so I'm not gonna sit here and charge you for something I don't know what the fuck about. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I remember I was shooting just for people out here, man. People out in Riverside, Corona.
They were fly too. I seen a couple of them.
Yeah, man. I was shooting for people out in San Bernardino, and then it just grew from there, man. And my clientele just grew and grew and grew. And then I started shooting in LA. I was in LA doing hella shoots. I think probably one of my biggest maybe not the biggest, but probably like a really important shoot was I did this video shoot one time for Bella the Rapper. I don't know if you heard of her.
Oh yeah, I heard of her. Yeah, you did it up.
I did. She was a feature on a song for this other artist, and she was there. So that was like probably one of my biggest shoots.
Fly.
I did a photo shoot for Crooked Eye. Crooked Eye, he's part of Slaughterhouse and all that.
I know Crooked Eye.
I did a photo shoot for him.
How you lock that in?
Actually, this is back when LA Icon was doing photos and shit, and he was like, "Hey man, like he's like, I'm doing this photo shoot for Crooked. I need some dope spots in Riverside because he wants to shoot in Riverside. He's like, I need some dope spots in Riverside.
Hey, I seen LA Icon. He was every time he sees you enter a contest. My boy's like,
He's like,
fool,
yo,
that
you
fool,
can't.
you can't enter it, my boy. You gonna win, fool.
like, you
Hey,
can't.
shout out you, dog. Hey, tap in, my boy. Hey, tap in. Shout out to Jay from the Rib.
My dog.
We the best in Riverside. I'm the best upcoming podcast.
Yes, sir.
We next
without
up,
a doubt.
dog.
Yeah, no, I kind of always just is like, bro, you can't enter these fucking contests no more. I'm like, why not? He's just like, bro, give other people a chance. I'm like, look, man,
Give
I
other
can't-
people a chance.
I can't help it. I can't help it if I'm like trying to out rap everybody out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to.
Is you
I'm
the
trying to do
best
my
or not,
thing.
right?
Yeah,
you
all
put
top.
Yeah, hell yeah. So it's like talent against talent. You can't knock talent, my boy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But yeah, so
Yeah, yeah.
I remember Icon. He was shooting some pictures for him,
Hell yeah.
and he was doing. It was actually doing a video. It was like actually a music video. And I remember Icon. He hit me up. He was like, "Hey, I know you're from Riverside. So like, do you know any dope spots in Riverside where we can shoot?" I was like, "Yeah, man." First thing I thought was downtown. So I was like, "Yeah, downtown. We could take him downtown in the alleyways and shit, like by the parking lots and Orange and all that."
Hell yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, man. Like, let's do it. Let's do it there." And so I remember I met up with him there, and I asked him, I was like, "Yo, you mind if I take a couple pictures?" He was like, "Yeah, no, go ahead. Cool as fuck. Cool dude." This was like back in, I want to say, probably like at the end of 2020, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I took a couple pictures with him. He liked it. He used one of the pictures I did for like one of his little songs that he did on SoundCloud.
Hey, that's big right there too. Styles
so,
P.
Yeah, so it was cool, man. It was dope, and I had a really good thing with that. I slowed down for a little bit with the video shit just because of work. Actually just quit my job, so I am actually I'm doing my own shit. I'm getting back into it again.
My boy, you got this.
Yeah, man.
You got this, dog.
Man. I just,
you got
know what I'm saying.
You got too much talent.
Hey, I'm trusting the process. You know
Fuck
what I'm
yeah,
saying? I'm
fuck
trusting the
yeah.
process, and I'm ready. I'm making sure that I'm out here to get it, man. I'm out here to work. I'm out
Hell
here to
yeah.
work on my craft.
Talk to him, my boy. Talk to him.
Yeah, we live right now. We good?
Yeah, we live. We back
Alright,
live
shit.
with the Lmtv podcast episode 10.
We back with it, man. We back with it. Hey, one time, man. Shout out to my boy Mario, man. LMTV podcast, man. Fucking trust the process. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we were saying before, man. Everything comes in time, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta really just put our best foot forward, man, and just keep going with what we're doing. Keep building these connections with these relationships.
Hell
Don't be
yeah.
afraid to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to make the content. Don't be afraid to put your voice out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, just really do it, man, and do it for your city, no matter where you're from. You know what I'm saying? We over here, we from Riverside, man, so we putting it on for Riverside. We trying to put Riverside on the map. And shout out to everybody else who's doing so. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And at the end of the day, man, we all started as just some kids with a dream, man, just trying to fucking figure this shit the fuck out. And at the end of the day, now it's like we're really building that, and we're really working on those dreams and working on that small idea we had when we were younger, and really just making it come to a realization and make it a possibility now.
Hell yeah.
So, man, shout out to all my dudes who make music. You know who you are. I don't gotta say your names, man. All my brothers, all my dogs who make music. Shout out to Lunatic Mob, man. Chris P, Sick One, my boy Mario, man. Hey, shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate you guys for having me on the podcast. Like I said, man, Riverside, we fucking up. Shout out to everybody who's been fucking with me. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with me. You know, shout out to my boy Kev Classic. You know what I'm saying? My dog.
Yes, sir.
My brother Jay
Shout out the
Supa,
boy.
my brother BNB, all them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Appreciate you guys. Like I said, man, y'all can find me at Infinite TGM. That's Infinite TGM on all platforms. That's Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music, Pandora, Deezer, whatever you guys use. Infinite TGM on all platforms, man. From rap to rock to reggaeton to maybe country. Who knows? Maybe in the coming.
I put that in play.
Man, he got it. He got me thinking about it now. Mario got me thinking about it. So I don't know, man. Maybe we'll see a country record, but we'll, in due time, man. But like I said, keep going, man. Keep pushing it. Keep fulfilling, man. Trust the process, man, and love the process. Love the art of being able to just fucking create, man, and just do great things. And I think Riverside for sure is on his way. Shout out to everybody putting on for Riverside. We for sure on the way up, man. We next. We gonna be the biggest thing since LA. I promise you that, man. For real.
Hell yeah! And before we get up out of here, you got let people know any the new music and new
Yeah,
projects
yeah.
you got on the way.
So I got three little projects coming out right now. You know where to find us. With my boy Jay Supa, my brother. And then I got my own solo projects, which is Creation. Creation is a hip hop album, and The other one is A Love Like Ours. I forgot the name of it almost. A Love Like Ours. A Love Like Ours is going to be like a little summer joint that I got. It's going to be filled with like reggaeton, pop music, EDM. It's going to be a mixed genre album. Also, I got another dual joint album with my producer 9-3. Dope ass cat, sick producer. It's called Soulmatic. It's going to be strictly like 90s type hip hop bars, straight to the bars type shit. So stay tuned for that. This year, follow me on Instagram at InfiniteTGM. It's gonna be a
run it up.
Right now, Mia Entera, my new reggaeton song is out now. What's Beef? That's out now. My new rap song. Got more new songs coming out pretty soon, man. So hey, shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to everybody who makes this shit possible. We do this for y'all. We do this for us. And we just out here trying to make the dream, man. So let's get it, motherfucker. Trust the motherfucking process, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, back with your host doing the most. Mario back live on your screen. We got one of the hottest artists, like I said, in Riverside, California right now, man. Hey, most versatile, man. Like I said, he got reggaeton, he got rap, he got rock. He really doing it up for the city, man. Putting on. Shout out to Mezcal. Shout out to you DJs out there. We can get you DJs up in here on Trust the Process. Lmtv podcast, that'll be dope as fuck too, man. Let's do it up, man. We really gonna get all the entrepreneurs, all the influencers, business owners,
all that, DJs, everything, man. Make sure you guys pull up to Lmtv podcast, man, and show them how you trust the process. Let's fucking go.
Let's show how we do it up. Hey, look.
Riverside, we up.
Hey, look.
Boy, I walk up in this bitch with the polo. I eat shit outside with the Lolo. See me in the street, my post for the photo. Hit the show with my locals and some heat for the social.
Yeah.
Graham going wild
Hey.
poses. See this fat nigga.
Riverside, stand up.
This you old motherfuckers talk shit without no. With respect for the inland.
Woo! I.E. what up? Riverside, what up?
You know it's all illin'. Make a call with my dog, you know it's God given. Got the pussy where you know I'm gon' dive in it. On speaking out of turn for the birds. He ain't even from the rib. Oh yeah, oh sure. But I rep both coasts.
Hey,
episode 10. I'm glad you guys tapped in. Shout out to you guys who tapped in. Like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, man. Episode 10, Trust the Process with my boy Infinite.
Let's go. Let's baby.